So the White House said this today.
Look at where we are economically, and we are stronger economically than we have been in history. When you look at the unemployment numbers at 3.6%, when you look at the jobs numbers, more than 8.7 million of new jobs created are economically, and we are stronger economically than we have been in history.
Bruh, how can you lie like that when you have CNN saying this?
Where do we stand right now with inflation?
Well, I think for a lot of Americans, their reality is being shaped by the really high inflation. Let's take a look at CPI, consumer inflation. You'd have to go back to the early 80s to see the type of levels we're seeing. The last CPI report came in at about 8.6%. Of course, we know under the hood of that number, it's really high energy prices, really high food prices. The cost of new and used cars have gone up. Pretty much everything broad-based has gone up. The cost of shelter has gone up, which has some economists gone up. Pretty much everything broad-based has gone up. The cost of shelter has gone up, which has some economists really concerned. So I think if you are an American at home, it's really hard, perhaps understandably, to feel great about the economy right now, even though there are some silver linings when you're getting hit so hard with inflation. Even personally, Anna, I talk to economists and traders and analysts every day about this. And sometimes I find myself shocked when I go to the grocery store and look at prices and think, wow, this costs this now? And so it's understandable.
And it goes on. Bro, you know it's bad when CNN is telling the truth.
As members of his own party and key supporters are getting more frustrated. They're questioning if the White House can muster the urgency to deal with huge challenges from the economy, and the rattled confidence is widespread. A Monmouth poll just found 88% of Americans think the U.S. is on the wrong track. That's an all-time low.
And if this is not enough, here's a normal American business owner telling you what it is.
Inside Wendy's House of Soul.
Coming up on 2 years in August that we've been here.
The smell of soul food and a few signature dishes fill the air.
The nanny is the #1 seller, named after my grandmother. Everything's getting expensive and things are getting harder to find.
Some things can be improvised while others can't.
You have to just bite the bullet and buy it. Like, I can't improvise on soul sauce.
Forcing the business to post this note to customers on Facebook. Starting Wednesday, July 6th, daily menu prices will increase due to rising food, vendor, and payroll costs.
It was very, very difficult. We had to figure out what was best for our business and in our demographics, how we were going to survive. You just want the soul roll.
But she's not alone. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, overall food prices increased by 10.1% from May of 2021 to May of this year, the highest increase in more than 4 decades, with menu prices increasing 7.4% in the last 12 months, according to the National Restaurant Association. This forcing some restaurants to close their doors.
A lot of businesses on the backside that people don't even see have went out of business.
Businesses are closing. But this lady here is telling you,
and when we look at where we are economically, and we are stronger economically than we have been in history.
You know what the sad part is? There are some woke leftist liberal Democrats somewhere believing this in this crap. That's crazy, man. God bless you. Stop lying.